So I was doing some maintenance here on my rigger, and I wanted to share y'all what I found. This is kind of crazy. I always try to oil my bearings up. So we've got the motor here, right? Well, watch this, watch. Isn't that nutty? Look at that. It's like the whole end bell of the motor's come off. What? Okay, well, looks like we're gonna take this thing apart. 88 miles an hour. Back to the future, baby. Somebody commented that was absolutely hilarious. I wish I would have thought of that. It said, when this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Okay. So out. Okay. Alright, now that it's out, it's here in my hand. This is what I have seen. The end bell started to unthread itself. Never seen nothing like that in my life. That is so crazy. Let's see if it stops. Yeah, it stops. Okay. I guess either it just wasn't tight from the factory or over time it loosened itself. I don't really know. I'm kind of afraid to take it apart. It did get wet, but alright, well, went ahead and took it apart. I'm kind of glad I did. If you look in there, you can kind of see some rust. Yeah. Good thing I took it apart. I'm gonna go in there and clean that up, clean those magnets up. And you see a little bit on here. What's crazy is I guess it was like this, and it did 88 miles an hour. That's crazy, dude. So yeah, it did have shims. These two here were on the back, and then these four were on the front. So I just wanted to put them in a place. The bearing seems fine. Let's go ahead and just pop that back on, spin the bearing. Oh yeah. Perfectly fine. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this motor up. So I've got it actually looking pretty good inside there. Not perfect. So I've got this gun cleaning kit here, and we're gonna find out which one of these shotgun barrels fits. That one may actually work, but I think this is the 20 gauge. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that one's gonna do us some favors. Alright, so what I've got here, we're just going to use some of the bore cleaner. Not sure if that's a thing or not. I don't have any Q-tips on me, so we're just going to use this little rolled up piece of paper towel. And I do not have a phone holder. So what we're just going to do, we're kind of try to get a little bit of that bore stuff in there on it. Yeah, wow, look, you can see. Pretty gnarly. That's what we might do. Might just soak that. We'll soak it. Push it in there. Okay. Push it to one side. We'll push it back through to the other side. That'll get coverage, and then we'll hit it with the wire brush. Okay. Yikes. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright. Now this is the 410 barrel cleaner. Once we do this, I will hit it with some WD-40 until it runs clean. And we'll see what the end result is. Well, check out what I got out of this thing, man. That was my first rag. I went in and out 4 times with it. Second rag, third rag, fourth rag. I cleaned this thing like 16 times. But can you see inside there now? Now we can see yellow again in between the magnets. It was all rust filled. Magnets look beautiful, beautiful. So I used the Hops gun bore cleaner. I used that, I think, about 10 times. Basically what I did was I would push the wet soaked rag to the bottom, back to the top and out, and then I would scrub it with this, and then I would take WD-40 and spray it from the bottom and let it drip out, and then I would take a cleaner rag and clean it, and then I would go back in with this soaked rag again, and I would hit the cleaner with it again, and then I'd hit it with the wire brush again, and I did that repetitively, scrubbing it, cleaning it, and then wiping it out, and then scrubbing it, cleaning it, wiping it out. And then after I did that a bunch of times, I took this little tool here, which is perfect. I'm sorry that I don't have a tripod in here to like show y'all the process of cleaning it, but this little brush fits perfectly inside here. So I did this one time with cleaning it, and then I pulled out my paper towel and it was relatively clean. So then I took this, which is just lubricating gun oil, and I put the gun oil on the bristles, and I went in there and kind of rubbed oil all over the magnets to hopefully, you know, trying to prevent this thing from rusting. So that's why we're using water dispersant and a little bit of oil. But now that I've got it cleaned really well, I'm going to go get some new fresh paper towels and try to get all the oil off of this thing, because it is nasty. So I took the liberty of cleaning the rotor itself. I think that looks pretty good now. If we come over here, see if we can get a glance inside of there again. Got that looking really, really good compared to what it was looking like earlier. I'm honestly curious to see how well this thing performs now. As you can tell, we've got the spacers back on there. And I went ahead and put some 3-in-1 bearing oil on there. I did that on the bottom too. We're going to go ahead and put our little protective ring back on there. And then we'll put the end bell back on it. Let's go ahead and add a little dab of oil here. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Cool. Alright, time to put it back together. I got it all put back together, and I've got the end bell nice and tight, and it's got really, really good magnetism now. Like, a lot better than what it was, because I was able to actually take it off earlier and spin it with my hand. But now I actually need these pliers to actually spin it. So let's see if she's quiet now. She's still a little noisy. I'm sure that's the bearings. So maybe, let's try this. Let's do a little bit more oil in the end. Okay. It might just... With everything that I did to it, I'm surprised. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if when we run this thing, if we get some smoke out of it with all that oil. Well, what we'll do is we'll do a couple runs. We'll do like little 30-second blips. I'll add some oil, 30-second blip, add some oil, because it's probably, with the amount of rust that I had in that motor, the bearings are probably no different. There's no play in them, they're just noisy. So hopefully we can just get any of the stuff out of it. And if need be, I'll just order some fresh bearings. It'll be the first time I've ever replaced bearings on a motor, but as the first time I've actually disassembled one and seen how much rust is in it from getting water in it. That's kind of crazy. So learning from me. Oops. Don't want to put a divot in my... I did, didn't I? Okay. Not bad. I think it's already getting quieter. Very cool. Very cool. I wish I had the same size bullets. I can go ahead and just pop it on there and see what the 10-shock motor does. I ran it quite a bit in forward and reverse. I wanted to see what the temperature was inside. Let's see, I got 106. Yeah, about 106. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I wanted to get some heat in it, you know. Try to thin the oil and cook it off a little bit if I could, fling it off. But yeah, those bearings are a little noisy, So I may have to just get online and order me some new ones. But for right now, we'll let her run. If she gets louder or she gets worse, then we'll definitely take it out. But I think I'm gonna run this 1 or 2 more weekends, 1 or 2 more runs, and then we'll reconfigure everything and we'll run the 10-shock motor in there. So for now, I'm gonna leave y'all there. We took it apart, we found out why it was loose, we cleaned it, and we put it back together. So hopefully that taught y'all something. It definitely taught me something. So until next time, see y'all later. Peace.